in Scottsdale this week for the Waste Management Open. We left the factory about 6:45, got here, got set up, and because this is a homecoming event for us, we get the first parking spot right in front of the main gate, which is really nice. This is a huge week for us, being that it's our home tournament. We have defending champion Hunter Mahan playing, and we have a significant number of staff coming in from out of state. I believe 15 that are going to be going to the factory. We also have a lot of staff players that live here in Phoenix, so it's really handy for them to be able to go 20 minutes and be at the factory and work on stuff. This morning we set up in about 3.5 hours doing a full detail of the truck, trailer, cleaning inside, doing some inventory. About 11:15, 11:30, Chris DeMarco showed up. We did a loft and live for him on his irons. So you want solid black?
Yeah, let's just go solid black.
Pretty much we're ready for the week, so exciting things are happening, and we'll keep you in the loop. Have a good one.
We're here at the Ping Tour offices in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the week of the Waste Management Phoenix Open. So instead of sleeping in a hotel this week, I get to sleep in my own bed, and we're expecting our players, our staff guys, plus some other guys to come out to the factory, and we're going to work on any clubs that might be maybe not just right, loft and lies, grip changes, shake people's hands for a good week last week, and then work with our in-flight guys. So they're going to work on some gapping with our tour players so that they can put that on a computer and show the average consumer what the gaps are between tour players' clubs and things like that, so it can help us fit clubs better. And then secondly, we get a lot of players in here that get to see each other, because when we're on the road, we have 1 or 2 guys come in to the trailer every so often or whatever. But here, you'll have 5 or 6 guys that get to reconnect, ask each other how they're doing, see what kind of clubs they're playing. It's a lot of fun. So a lot of people at Ping get to see our staff players that don't normally get to see them, and it's a good time. Angel Cabrera was at Ping this week, and one of the things he wanted to get done was make a few backup wedges just so he had some fresh grooves. As a part of that, he wanted to also try a wedge that had less bounce, so we took a little bit of bounce off his wedge and then put it together. Just for the tight lights, especially when he goes to Augusta. Okay. That's good. As part of Angel's visit, we were looking at lie angles on his wedges. The wedge to him is really important that it feels right and it goes to the ground right, as well as other clubs. But in this particular case, we had all the different wedges that we'd made for him, all being the same, give or take, except for a few lie angles. So we were going to test a few different lie angles, one being a little bit flatter, one being a little more upright, and see how they came off the ball. So as you can see here, we're looking at lie angles and then having Christian move these for us, and then we'll go out and test them.
No.
Okay.
No, está bien.
Okay. Perfect. One of the goals we wanted to accomplish this week with our players was have them sit down with our in-flight engineers. And so Mark Wilson, for example, would hit 4 drives, 4 4-irons, 4 7-irons, 4 pitching wedges. And from that point, our engineers from in-flight could sit with him and they could see what the rest of his gaps were based on that analysis. And this is what you see here. As you've seen, the week of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is a little bit different for me as a tour rep, being that we're in the office a little bit more, but also for our players because they're here at Ping. We appreciate you being here this week with us, and hopefully you get to see us more down the road in the future. Take care.